Shalom, I'm trying to make sure this is working, man. I had to restart this 3 times, so just bear with me. There we go. Finally, hold on. There we go. Okay. All right, now we're good to go. And I had to reset this 3 times, man. So just bear with me. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity. All right, this is the brother Yaakov, as you see in the title. The title being Esau's track record shows nothing but losses. And what I mean by that is that everything that Esau has done, despite that, he's ruling today, okay? Everything he's done in this time, man, has really still been a failure. Because you look at how, how he was rejected with his blessing, okay? You look at how, in actuality, man, nobody likes him. He's like the Joker from the Batman movie, like a leper. He's technically a leper, you cast him out, and we know that Esau, man, is really, a bastard child. And to be a bastard, you're an unbeliever, but you're outside of the temple, man. You're unclean, you're defiled. Everything about you, man, is repugnant, and pursuant to the so-called white man, which Esau is the so-called white man, okay? Seems to be coming back around now, right now, where the world is questioning who Esau is. But the fact of the matter is that Esau, whose name was also changed to Adawamya, which means Edom, all right? Edom, also meaning red, okay? Also known in the scriptures by Idumea, okay? Teman, at certain times, when it mentions Teman was the grandson of Esau, so it's still talking about Esau. But this man is, going back to biblical names, Esau, Edom, this is the so-called white man, and it doesn't take much to show that this is him. All right, when you look at the characteristics and the traits of the so-called white man and how he conducts on the earth, how he behaves himself, well, it fits a bloody man. A bloody man. Identifier. All right, the thief. All right, the thief in the Bible. All right, the one that's constantly going around the world lying. All right, that's the so-called white man. Yeah, everybody in the world lies, and the heathen lie. Even Israelites lie, but nobody lies the way that the so-called white man does. All right, who said it? Apostle Gabar, man, said a lesson last night, or a lesson. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been his most recent. But he made the statement that, that's how you know that we're the Israelites, man, and that Esau's the devil, because Apostle Gabar did a commentary on the movie, the Book of Clarence. All right, and he was talking about the friction, the media backfire, that was coming from these "you wish" people and these crackers, and basically they were saying that the setting of the movie is blasphemous because it's Esau, really the so-called white man, is saying that that's not what the people look like back in 30 AD, which is a lie. All right, those were the children of the Lord in Jerusalem, man, and those were so-called black people. All right, dark-skinned, melanated people. And we also know that our Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's a dark-skinned man, and he was very dark. All right, but Esau, this is how you know he's a devil. He'll say that nobody back then was dark-skinned, that everybody's white. All right, you even had this comedian. I can't remember the comedian's name. He had a stand-up one day, man. I can't remember who it was. You can find it. Just type up Tom Hanks, The Last Nigga on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. I can't remember who said it. But if up to Esau, man, Everybody's white, you know, and he's every nation. He's the Puerto Ricans. He's the Japanese. Shit, he did that movie, The Last Samurai. All right, but everything that you see that the so-called white man does, how he brings it out, what he does, man, the fact that he has to pretend and act as if he's all these things or not these things, or this was this and this is not that. The very mere fact that he lives on the planet Earth doing that is represents loss, because he really doesn't have anything that belongs to him except deception. Okay, when you look at going back to the blessing, Esau lost his blessing. Even though he sold it, he lost it. He was deprived of it. All right, it was taken away. See, you go back to the Lord. All right, in fact, let me go ahead and read this. But the Lord set it up for the so-called white man to always fail. Okay, let me get this in Romans the 9th chapter, and this is 14. Well, you know what? Let me start at Romans 9 and 8. It says that is they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High. You know, these other nations, man, they're not the chosen. Okay, because who was the child of the flesh? It was Abraham's son Ishmael. All right, because you find out Abraham's firstborn was Ishmael. Who is Ishmael today? It's the so-called Arabs. All right, but it's not to the promise was not made to the children of the flesh. The promise was not made to Esau. You find that in 2nd Esdras, the 3rd chapter. It said that the Lord dealt with Abraham, then it passed to Isaac, and then Isaac chose Jacob, through Yahweh Bashem Shai, and beget and put by Esau. So Esau was rejected. So it's not to the children of the flesh. It says these are not the children of the Lord, but the children of promise are counted for the seed. And it pisses off Esau so much when he finds out that the Lord, made an oath to the children of Israel, regardless of birthright or not. All right, the Lord set up a line and set up a people that he was going to choose regardless. All right, when you go into Isaiah the 14th chapter, all right, you go into Isaiah the 14th chapter, it tells you, it says, in fact, let me go ahead and read it. And excuse me in a moment, man, I'm going to have to, I won't end the lesson, but, I'm here to pick somebody up, so I'm waiting in the line, that's why I'm doing this lesson. So if I say a person's name to the side, just excuse me for a really quick moment. But Isaiah 14 and verse 1, it says, and for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. See, it doesn't matter if our people were polluted in this time. It doesn't matter that they went terribly off. The Lord's gonna fix that. Don't worry. The Lord's gonna correct all behavior, man. That's why you have the day of judgment coming. Where Matthew, I want to say it's Matthew. Oh man, what is it? Matthew 13. All right. The Lord's gonna put all things that offend into an oven, and that oven is gonna be the thermonuclear fire that's gonna hit this place. I can't remember the chapter, man. I want to say it's Matthew 13 and yep, Matthew 13 and this fits good because this is about Jake and it's about Esau. But in verse 41, Matthew 13 and 41, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. So yeah, the Lord's gonna choose Israel after even he destroys them. All right, because 2/3 of our people in this time are going to be destroyed. Okay. So, like I said, it doesn't matter that we did what we did in this time. I mean, yes, it does matter, but sticking to the point of, Esau can try to demonize and try to pollute or try to frustrate, prophecy or covenants, but it's not going to work. See, the Lord is still going to choose his people that he chose from the very beginning, and that's the children of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians. All right? But going back to Romans 9 and 8, it says, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the God, but the children of promise are counted for the seed. It says, for this is a word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children being not yet born, neither having done. Who are these children? Who are the children of Rebekah? Okay, it was Jacob and Esau. It said, and not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, which purpose goes into a reasoning, the reasoning of the Lord. Purpose also fits in with a lot. Your fate. All right. The fate decided for this, the fate decided for that. Does not the Lord have his way with the clay? All right. Did he not set up some vessels to honor? Did he not set up some vessels, meaning people? Did he not set up some people and nations up to some to honor and some to dishonor? All right. It's up to the Lord. All right. But pursuant to the Esau, the Lord set up Esau to always fail, because the topic being Esau's track record shows nothing but losses. Everything he's done, man. The very fact that when he was cursed, that when his hand was going to put, when his hand was going to be put to labor, that nothing would prosper. That stands true, because every action that Esau commits only brings death. Anything he do it, even when he tries to do good, it still brings death, because you go into Sirach, the 14th chapter, it tells you he do it unwillingly. The so-called white man, I quoted yesterday in the live for class, this Jewish, well, he's called a Romanian-born British American Jew. That's how you know that's an Edomite. Only an Edomite will say that there are that many things. All right. But this devil, which he's a cracker, he's a Khazar, Maurice Samuel, he said that nothing could meet their demands, and they have no intention of stopping to ever do what they're doing. The devil, Esau, all right, the liar, plans on destroying, plans on killing. All right. A brother posted a pic on YouTube earlier, and it was a picture of a syringe. And the question beneath the syringe was, how many jabs will it take for you people to catch on? See, the devil knows what he's doing, but you people don't. The devil knows he's a damn devil. Do not the scriptures say that even the devils believe? Okay. The devil's using Esau's fully trusting and committing to the left-hand side with the left-hand side spirits, man, because he knows he's a devil. He knows that he has the power of the world right now. All right? But for some reason, you people don't catch on that this man is a devil, man. All right? But the reason he's a devil is because nothing unrighteous or impure, nothing wicked or evil is going to stand in the sight of the Heavenly Father at the end of the day. All right? It tells you that in Psalms. All right, Psalms, the 5th chapter, one of my favorite chapters, man. Psalms 5 and 4. It says, for thou art not a power that have pleasure in wickedness. Neither is not the so-called white man wicked. Huh? Isn't the way that the so-called white man established America, did he not do it in a wicked manner? See, you have laws on how to own servants. All right, a more slang and derogatory term being slave. All right, he's covered that word with a corporative terminology. He calls you an employee now. That's still a slave. Okay, but there's laws on how to obtain a people. All right, if you make them a slave, there's a set amount of years that you're allowed to keep them. And after that, you have to release them. All right? There's ways on how to hold and give and all of that. You can just go into the law, man, and read it. But did Esau do that properly with the children of Israel? Okay? Did he let his slaves go? Did he let his captives go? It tells you in Jeremiah 50 and 33, it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast they refused to let them go. So that answers the question. The so-called white man did not let the children of Israel go. And the children of Israel, again, are you so-called Negroes, because you're not black, you're not a Negro, all right? You're not a porch monkey, you know, a garboon, all right? You Latinos, man, you're not Spix, you're not Mexican, you're not Latino, all right? You're not a beaner or wetback. You Native American Indians, you're not an Indian. You're not the red man, all right? They call, I know there's something behind the Indian being called the red man. It's really the so-called white man, all right? It goes back to a reddy pigment, I believe. You know, but you other nations too. You know, I'm not really keen on what they call y'all, man, but I mean, shit, calling a Haitian is it's pretty offensive today, you know? Man. But you get where I'm going, you know? Did the so-called white man ever do anything justly? It tells you, let favor be shewn to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. While this devil, the so-called white man, was given the power to rule, he did not deal justly at all. And I made this comment yesterday, man. You know, the so-called white man has had like double time to rule his empire, and in all that time, not once did he ever repent. Not once did he ever amend his ways. Not once did he fucking apologize what he's done to the what he's done to you so-called, or what he's done to the Israelites. Salakia. Not once has he apologized for slavery, man. And then you had these attempts, you know, of going to the churches and holding hands and letting black people look down at you while you apologize. That ain't enough, bro. Have you truly apologized, man? And I'm talking about, have you given up your life for what you did? No. Are you going to? No. You ain't sorry. It says in Revelation that you didn't repent of the sorceries. That sorcery falls into the category of the witchcraft that you put on the Israelites, the true children of the Lord, the children of promise, the ones who got the blessing. And here it is, you mad, all right, because you didn't get it. All right, which is why I wanted to read this, and then I'm going to go back to Psalms 5. But when you read in the book, all right, let me show this. You got all these people looking at me. You got this book, Who's Who in the Bible. Yeah, man, it's a white school, man. But, yeah, man, so the book, that big-ass book, which I can't remember where I bought it from, but it's called Who's Who in the Bible, and it's by Reader's Digest, all right? And, you know, you got this big old mural picture. So if y'all ever want to get it, man, this goes in, man. This has a lot of information. But my particularly favorite one is Esau, all right? So let's see. Let's see. I'm going to start right here at the second column. It says Esau's descendants listed in Genesis 36 were the Edomites. Salakia, hold on. Why the fuck you even got, man? Salakia. Hold on, let me just... All right. But it says Esau's descendants listed in Genesis 36 were the Edomites. Yeah, there you go. Who lived just south of Canaan. The prophets used Esau's name to symbolize Edom, how Esau has been pillaged. Obadiah exclaims, there shall be no survivor to the house of Esau. Obadiah, what is that, verse 6 to 18? It says, Malachi describes how Esau's heritage has been left to jackals of the desert, Malachi 1 and 3. But this is future prophecy, all right? That's what the Christian world, that's what the world in general doesn't understand, that these are prophecies, all right? Because we know that Esau is going to be desolate, you know, once America's destroyed, all right? And he ain't going to be nothing, man, in the kingdom, all right? Just, you know, status-wise as well. But it says, Malachi it says Esau's name appears in the New Testament too. Paul cites Esau in Romans 9 as an example of those not elected by God, because he's not chosen. He's not a winner. All right? Only losers want you to lose, man. Because Esau is not going to get the blessing, man. He wants to take you down with him. That's why he created this whole system against you Israelites. Because he wants to take you down with him. See, deep down, Esau, well, on the outside, Esau may be very, 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 very proud. But deep fucking down, man, I'm talking hella deep. This devil knows he ain't going to win. There's a doubt within him, man. You know, he sees the scripture and he reads them and he's like, fuck. You know, otherwise he wouldn't be in fear. He wouldn't have feared in 1969 when Elder Abba Bivens came up. All right, when Elder High Priest Ariel was on the highways and byways, you know, he wouldn't have reacted like that, man. Like it said in Revelation 11, like the way it said he would. That great fear fell upon him. The elites got terrified when they seen us, you know, men coming back up, acknowledging themselves by the name of Jacob and Israel, remembering that they were Israelites. That put fear in them. Because Esau was so proud, thinking like, man, I'm going to have this kingdom forever. I definitely destroyed Jake in these other generations, and in this last generation with drugs and cocaine and crack and meth and all this shit, man. You know, he thought he had a sure victory. But what did the scriptures talk about? You know, the hand of a man who, you know, casts a snare in a net, that his own hand and foot shall be taken. And that's exactly what happened to the so-called white man. All right, his foot got taken. The rock that he rolled up the hill rolled right back down on his ass, man. Okay? When it says that Paul cites Esau in Romans 9 as an example of those not elected by God. And the anonymous author of Hebrews, which was also the author of Hebrews is Paul, all right? It says, and the anonymous author of Hebrews enjoins his readers not to be immoral or irreligious like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. See, it was set up for Esau to come off faint, weak, all right, just so he could lose what he thought he was going to get, or what, you know, and then you see his behavior, you know, how he got when he didn't get the right that he basically legally gave away. It was a legal contract. You know, an oath is a legal contract, man. Like I said this, you can actually use verbal contracts to be admissible in a court. Those will pass, but you gotta know how you're doing it, because you can't just say, well, we said this, that. Don't just claim it's hearsay. You actually gotta, you know, there's ways that you can do it. But anyways, but Esau and Jacob, man, made an agreement. Jacob made Esau swear to give Jacob the blessing, and he did. All right, and then he lied. You know, and then the Lord tells you, man, that the liar, the bloody and deceitful man. Hold on, let me read that. Psalms 5:4. For thou art not a power that have pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. Is not the so-called white man evil? All right. And the only reason you're evil is because you know you're going to lose. See, rather than do things the proper way, all right, you know, because Esau knew that he wasn't going to be able to rule the world unless he was violent, all right? Unless he did things through violence, you know, he could not obtain a kingdom. So he had to be evil in order to get what he has right now. And he still is. He's still practicing iniquity, man. He's still practicing mischief, man. In so much that he'll do it in front of your face now. You know? But it says, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. And what does the Lord do to all those ones that he hates? All right, he destroys them. All right? You got plenty of scriptures, man, about the ones that the Lord hates. He's going to cast up in flames. All right? Because basically, to hate, one of the definitions of hate, man, is to be indifferent. All right? So when you hate something, you're not with it. All right? Does not the Lord, did he not tell the children of Israel to hate the evil and establish the good? Did he not just say, thou art not a power that have pleasure in wickedness? So does it not call Esau the border of wickedness? All right? Does it not say right here, it says, thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Is not iniquity when you commit sin? In fact, let's look up that word. All right, hold on. Find iniquity. Iniquity is immoral or grossly unfair behavior. Wickedness, immorality, which we just read that's what Paul called Esau. All right. Heinousness. We know that the atrocities, there's even a book about the atrocities of the so-called white man. And an atrocity is like a level up from abominable. All right, let me see if I can actually click it. Hold on. I just lost it. Nope, I cannot click it. But let's see. Baseness. Hey, there you go. Base behavior, baseness. You know, he was more vile than the earth, man. That's the so-called white man. But because all that he's done has been iniquity. All right? Everything the so-called white man has done has been immoral, or grossly and unfair behavior. Does he not use the law for himself only? All right? That's unfair. You had laws in the 1660s that were made for the so-called white man to freely kill in America, bro. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding? And it was particularly to kill the natives and the Negroes. I'm dead ass serious, man. Look on the fucking internet, man. All you gotta do is go on Google and type this shit in now, man. Type up the laws of 1660 against the Negroes and Indians. There were specific acts that were created while building up America that was designed to specifically let the white man thrive and to keep the Negroes and the Indians and the Latinos down in a low fucking level. During the Great Depression, man, white people were making more than double what Negroes were making for a weekly salary or a weekly wage. And in order to keep these white people up with their pay, they made the minimum wage of you Negroes, they would cut it. And they made a statement, we think they can live off it cheaper. You prick twat motherfucker, man, you're gonna die, bro. You're gonna fucking die. I say that every time I get mad in a lesson when I'm doing about Esau, man. There's not enough. Hold on, I gotta do this. Hold on. Marcus Smith.
Marcus Smith.
All right, there you go. But like I said, every time I make one of these lessons, man, I wish I could just go crazy, man, because Esau, he's had his fill of his portion in this world, man. All right. But let's get back to the topic, to the lesson. Despite all that, he's still going to lose. All right. When you look at the prophecies, man, it shows him losing. Esau's a loser, man. This came to my mind in Revelation chapter 12. This devil's going to try to fight the Lord. And this is another thing, man. You know, I was thinking about before creation, you know, before any of this was made, why is it that the Heavenly Father still exists? And you know, like, he didn't make creation and, you know, like they did in the movies with Zeus, he got weak, so he had to come down and deal with a woman and, you know, be with the, you know, have medical supplies on his ass. And, you know, like, did the Lord do that with us, man? Did he come and make creation and be like, help me creation? You know, did another God try to fight him and he got injured and he needed help? No, man. But for some reason, this devil, man, thinks that he's got the power to overtake the Lord, man. And at that, he thinks he's better than the Lord. But when you read prophecies, man, and when you read his accounts, it seems to only be loss. And I was more laughing at that because I'm like, damn, you know, he fronting like he a badass dude, man. He acting like he's a boss, but he's really a fucking loser. The so-called white man, you're a fucking loser, bro. And that's why it gets you mad when we talk about you, because that's really what you are, man. See, you are the base, all right? Like it says in Job, the 30th chapter. You're the basis of all men, all right? You know, and, hey, man, you're a loser. You know, like Venom from Spider-Man? He said, I'm kind of a loser on my planet. You're the fucking loser of the planet, bro. Revelation 12:7, it said, and there was war in heaven. Now, this is a future prophecy, which, Lord willing, to come here soon in the next couple of years. You know, shit, we know there's a process. That's why I say a couple of years, because we got to go through this. You know, the CBDC has to work up. You know, the implementation of the RFID chip, World War III. You know, the chaos on the earth, man. Jacob's trouble. All these things synonymous. I didn't say it in chronological or in order, man. So Salakia. But all these things got to happen, man. And then a period of time has to go where, you know, there's gonna have to be chaos, man. There's gonna be seditions. There's gonna be, you know, vacant cities and all that. But you know, after that, they're gonna have the so-called white man try to fight the Lord. You know, he's gonna try to fight Yahushua and his angels. And so it says right here in Revelation 12:7, and there was war in heaven, Michael and his angels. All right, so so we know that Michael is the angel of war. All right, he's the head angel of the military of the Lord of Yahweh and Yahushua's army. He's the would it be a general, if I'm not mistaken? I don't know the first. You know, hey Yahushua, you may know. But yeah, man, Michael is going to come. So it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon, you know, is talking about, ultimately it's talking about the so-called white man. You know, the EU, all right? You know, and yeah, man. But we know that the last of the nations, man, are going to gather up and over there in the Persian Gulf. You know, there's going to be a war, man. All right, in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay. Well, we know there too that's where, you know, Esau is going to really get his ass, you know, fucked up and done with, man. So it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So Esau and his military and all that, you know, the nations that he's allied with, they fought against, you know, the angels and prevailed not. So you lost. You lost. All right. It says, so again, the track record, the record is showing that you're losing. You keep on losing in all these areas, man. You know, I had another precept in Jeremiah. Okay. Oh, it's not here anymore. Hold on. Let me type this. Hold on. There you go. Jeremiah 31 and 37. It says, thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, this task was given to the so-called white man. All right. If heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith Yahweh. This was a challenge that was given to the so-called white man. And at that, an unobtainable, all right, you know, inability to be a champion. All right. You're not going to prevail in anything that the Lord puts, you know, challenges you to. He challenged you to getting your blessing back. You ain't get that. Hold on. Hold on, man. Excuse me for the interruption. Anyways, Salakia. Yeah, man, Salakia. Like I said, I'm getting some, you know, running this errand, picking up, you know, my woman's son. So, and she's trying to call me while I'm trying to make this lesson, man. I'm telling her to quit. But like I was saying, let me read it. Oh my God. Salakia. All right, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, my woman's trying to tell me she didn't need me to get them today, so I'm in line for no reason. No, never mind. We're good. I'm picking them up. Salakia, man. Yeah, here he comes. Anyways, let me read this, and I'm gonna continue my lesson. I'm gonna just, put y'all right here. Yeah, back seat. Get in the back seat. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, are you Victor?
Yeah,
Hi, Victor. I'm Lori Harmson. I'm one of the.
I already got the call today about.
Okay,
Yeah.
but he had a headache today,
Yeah.
and he was kind of running in gym and holding his head. So I don't know what that was about, but just to remind you too that Mondays are late start Mondays,
Yeah,
so closer to 9 o'clock.
No, I seen them drop off a little girl. I'm like, oh, maybe I can let him go. So I did. So they called.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure that I touch base with you too, so we're all set
All right.
then.
Sounds
all right.
good.
Bye, Marcus. All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Yeah. So see, we ain't assholes, man. We're family. We're family people, man. Y'all know. We make these videos, and the world thinks we're just dickheads, but we got families, man. We we got things. We're not just 24/7 Grinches, man. But anyways, so let me read this precept, man, and then I'm gonna be finishing up here in about a few minutes probably. So but let me read it. Jeremiah 31:37. It says, thus saith the Lord. It says, if heaven can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith Yahweh. So at the end of the day, man, the Lord, like I said, has set up this man to fail. All right, when you look up the word lose, and because Esau will lose in this time, man, he ain't gonna prevail. All right, he's not gonna win. Actually, Psalms tell you, man, that we're gonna diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. All right. So he is gonna lose his life as well. All right. But in this time, man, the Lord set this devil up. All right, for many reasons, but also those reasons lead him to he's gonna lose in the end. All right. So yeah, he's mad about it. He's mad that he knows he's gonna lose, which is why he does what he does to us. Why he's racist as hell. Why he breaks his own laws. All right, especially in this time. Okay, because he's mad. It says in Revelations 12, man, that for the devil has come down unto you. Woe to the inhabitants and of the sea, of the earth and of the sea. For the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So that's why he's got to be violent now. Now he's got to really, put his blessing into full effect. All right, he's mastered it and all that, but now he gets to really practice it. All right, that's why again the Lord gave him that fate. Be all you can be. Let's see what happens. Let's see if you'll be at the end of this thing, man. Let's see if you win. So, but at the end of the day, man, the so-called white man, he's gonna lose. All right. Yeah, I wanted to read this. Proverbs 26:27. It says, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return up upon him." Right. So, whoso diggeth the pit, we know that the word system means pit. All right. And I like to bring out, more of the finesse on it, an intricate design. All right. The system was intricately designed. So it was a whole setup of tricks. All right. Which took detail. So to say that the so-called white man didn't have time to think about what he was doing, or if it was the right or wrong thing. Oh yeah, he had more than enough time to question if what he was doing was right, and we know that it was wrong. It was immoral and unfair. All right. So at the end of the day, man, the daughter of so like I saw what you said, the daughter of Babylon, which is a so-called white man, Esau, Edom, he's gonna be destroyed, man, and he's gonna lose. But with that, I'm gonna go to end it. I gotta get this little kid, man, I gotta take him somewhere, man, so I'm about to end it anyways. But Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I apologize for the hiccups, but all in all, Lord willing, it was edifying. All right, but until then, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Are you fucking kidding me? Salakia, man. Let me do that again. All glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, which hold the conduct, composure, and integrity. Salakia, man, Salakia. We got idiot demons out here, man. And with that, Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai Brakatham, Kwama Shalom, Shalom.